I'm Annabelle.
And we are here today to share with you. I have recruited Annabelle to be a backer in my quick starter campaign for, I have 2 books, Unleash Your Inner Genius and Fund My Castle. And Annabelle is here because I met Annabelle, it's almost 11 years now, right? 11 years ago. She is actually right down the street. Her colonic salon is right down the street, and we just became gal pals instantly. And from that, I took her on a journey I convinced her to do a whole series of classes, and we didn't want them to be colonics classes, so we turned them into inner beauty classes. And, you know, Annabelle, in the last 3 years when we did those videos, I think we have 30 or 40 of those videos, I learned so much from you, and we had such a blast every time we shot them, didn't we? It was just so fun.
Crazy as they
And
were.
then I went off onto my little journeys, and you went off to your little journeys, and I've invited Annabelle because she has this new little passion that I wanted to help her start her Kickstarter campaign for her new book, and we're going to maybe launch a pre-launch funding of it during this 30-day campaign. But talk a little bit about what we did, what your background is with how we went from colonics to inner genius, all the different things and what it all comes down to.
It all comes down to the gut, people. It really does. Everything's held there. Everything's, so if we don't get rid of that, you don't have inner beauty, you don't have peace, you don't have health. And unfortunately, because of how many emotions we keep there, it just becomes really problematic. So what our videos ended up becoming was more educational on how to get rid of the emotions, which then helps you get rid of the shit, and then it becomes a much healthier life.
Wait a minute. Okay,
sorry
she's
about that
in a
word.
really funky mood, but
No.
wait
But the fact is
for
that
it.
it all comes down to the gut and the emotions that happen to get stuck there.
But before you go into the emotions, we had fun though, didn't we?
Oh, we had a blast.
There's one video when you watch it, what we're going to do is we're going to edit these down and we're going to use them as a fundraising reward for you if you support her bigger dream. That's coming next, but we got to share that. Well, my favorite one is when I took the pantyhose,
Oh, the pantyhose
and the
is definitely my
stop
favorite
socks
one,
and
yeah.
stuffed in theirs for you to have a visual of what you're
it
putting
is.
your colon through.
Right.
But the most exciting part was the brain, the second brain, which is the first time you introduced me to the idea of emotions.
Right.
Because emotions is really everything, right?
Right, and because the gut has so many brain cells, it is considered the second brain of the body. So it actually independently functions from the big one. So if we don't address that, then we're just putting a Band-Aid on whatever we're trying to rectify. And so, unfortunately, as a society, we aren't trained to do this. We are given antidepressants so that we don't feel, but if we don't feel, then we don't get rid of it. And that's my mission in life, is to get people to feel things so that they can get rid of them. And that's how Teresa and I became very close, because we both became very passionate about that, about helping people to feel things, helping them to connect with that. It's not a bad thing. Even if it's a bad feeling, it's okay to feel bad to get rid of it. And so that's what's led us both on our different paths, and hers is into her
Fund My
books now,
Castle
right?
and
Okay.
Unleash the Genius Within.
Right, and
And
mine is
you
now.
shared with me. Now I'm gonna give her this little drum roll. In the last 3 years, we had a tough time with personal discoveries, right? And in that process, for the first time, you found your passion and your dream, the next level of your life. Now, 10 years, 11 years. Doing colonics, and you're still passionate about it, but you're in your golden years. And so if you would, she shared with me and she said, what did you want to do?
So I wrote a book about, it's a children's book about feelings and thoughts, and it's called Little David and the Magic Glasses. And so, and now it's evolved into becoming a pop-up book.
Yeah, she didn't want to just write a book.
No.
And when we tried to get her book through our publishing team, they said, no, you can't do a colored book, let alone a pop-up book.
Right.
And I said, all right, I'm going to find a way to fund it. So here it is. But before we unveil it, Little David and the Magic Glasses. So you got to go on stage. I brought my little, look at that, isn't that cute?
That's very pretty.
I bought my little magic pin. I put my magic jacket on. But you have to have your magic. I brought a magic jacket for you.
Necklace.
Okay, wait. You could turn it into a magic. Now that's a special. I have to tell you about that one. Now why are we doing this?
Yes, because
there's
crazy.
that too. But there's so many things that we really do have in our life that bring us magic.
Bring us magic.
Look at that!
Bring
You
us
look like
play.
me. Yes.
Have
Now look at
fun.
this. These are all little angels with different colors that match your
emotions, your
your
chakras.
chakras. So this is my angel.
right.
So whenever I have my anger baby face on, I put my angel necklace on. Okay, that's it. And then the last thing, so little David and the magic glasses. Okay, so we're going to bring up the magic table, and she's going to read. I got her to read some of the stories, so you get a prelude. Oh, but wait for it.
Put on your
I
glasses.
have my
girl.
magic
Put on
glasses
your
on. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so the premise is that little David is on his way to school and he finds some magic glasses, some golden glasses hanging from a tree. And when he puts them on, he sees his thoughts coming out of his head, and he's able to see how his thoughts are all different beautiful colors, and because his thoughts are wonderful, they are dancing around him like little sparkling lights.
Okay, now hold on. Now just imagine little David's tree popping up out of the book and
Right?
the magical
and the magic glasses.
Yeah.
And when the child gets to that page, there will be a pair of magic glasses for him to be able to put on. And when he sees the book, he'll see the ink that if he didn't have the glasses on, he wouldn't be able to see.
Wow, I don't know how we're going to pull that one off. I did find a publisher that can make the pop-up, okay? But that one's a little tough for me, okay? Make it easy on me. Okay. All right, so she's going to read some of it. It's just an amazing little story. It's about, how many pages?
About
3?
3 or 4 pages, yeah.
3 pages? That's not great, a little book.
All right, so once he gets his glasses on and he sees his thoughts, he realizes, oh my God, I'm going to be late for school. So, once they get out to the playground, he took out his glasses and put them on. Again, he was so surprised because this time he saw hundreds of colorful streams of words. Not only did he see his thoughts, he saw the thoughts of all the children around him. These colorful streams crisscrossed all around them and then returning to the child who the thought belonged to. It was as if these streams of light danced around the children, getting brighter and more beautiful because of the joy and laughter from the children. He learned that his thoughts reached out and touched whoever he thought about and then came back to him even bigger. One fateful day, while he was wearing the glasses out on the playground at recess, something very different happened. He saw something very scary floating in the distance, right above a group of children. These thoughts were big and black and looked like monsters. He ran to see what was happening, and as he got closer, he noticed a group of children picking on another child who was crying. He couldn't believe how different these thoughts looked, and right then he realized it was because these thoughts were not nice thoughts. It was as though the more mean the children got, the bigger the monsters got. These monsters were so ugly and scary, little David knew he just had to do something, so he ran to a teacher to get help for the crying child. To his surprise, suddenly, little David watched the beautiful colors of his thoughts surround the dark, scary monsters. In an instant, the monsters were gone.
Yay!
That's all I'm going to tell you about my book. But I believe in my heart of hearts that if we do not start educating children on the importance of thoughts and how effective and how powerful they are, this world is just going to get more and more screwed up. So if we have to start with the children, then so be it.
But you know, Annabelle, even though it's a little book, pop-up book, kids book, it's so much more.
It is.
It really is your life's work. It's all those butts that you cleaned out, those negative emotions. Seriously,
I know.
Sitting in the gut.
Realizing that it's just a Band-Aid until people really stop to think about what they're thinking.
That's right. And what they're feeling. And those feelings could be good or bad. And those bad feelings can be transformed. Just clean that stuff out.
Clean it out, girls.
And know that it's there, and start to add all these little things.
Right.
Our whole piece on energetic gems. There's so many things that we can do to transform our thoughts, transform the energy behind the emotion.
Absolutely.
And so it's not just one book, is it?
No.
A whole series.
Whole
She's
series.
going to have a whole series, and this is her new adventure. And it has to include include travel, right?
Oh, yes.
She has to travel, and that's where you're going to do this home exchange gig with me.
We're going to tie it all in.
Absolutely, that's what Teresa's about. Multifaceted being.
That's
Lots of flowers, lots of colors, sparklies, and that is what our Kickstarter Unleash Your Interchanges and Fund My Castle. So you're going to sign up and back me?
I did.
All right, so I've got a second backer. So you saw Carol yesterday. Boy, you got to see Carol's. It was awesome. Carol's handling the home exchange part.
Fabulous.
Creating nothing to something.
Okay.
Or something from nothing. Oh, that's what it is.
Okay.
She did a little piece on her last gig. She retired. Her last gig was Black Panther.
That's right.
And they won, her department, the art department, won an Academy Award.
Wow.
And so what a way to retire. And so she's going to use that as the example, how to create from home exchange, barter, and soft dollars, a whole nother way of exchanging so that you can be in David and the magic glasses. Yeah. Thanks for
Thanks
for coming. And tell them, all of you, pledge for me.
Oh, pledge, Teresa.
Yay!
Pledge her books.
Yes.
Please.
$10, $25, $50,
Whatever works.
$100. No, this is, I'm training them.
Oh, sorry.
I'm training them.
Do you $100?
$100
Please.
gets you all of the edited videos from what we did. Really fun. All right. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Think positive, happy thoughts.
Always.
And when you're on that computer, remember, it's the iCloud of happiness.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye.